Good afternoon, everybody. It's Kevin Canessa coming to you from the newsroom of The Observer and TheObserver.com on the 21st day of November for the second time today. This is something that I did not expect that I would be doing today, but after we ended our live broadcast today, a resident emailed us a video. And the video is of the day in question that we talked about earlier, October of 2023, where Sydney Ferreira was invited to speak at a beefsteak dinner that the FMBA put on at Boys Town. And as you may recall, there is belief that one of the reasons that Juan was suspended from his position was because he allowed Sydney to speak at the beefsteak dinner. And we've been saying all along that this video is very innocent, that Mr. Ferreira never said anything political, never said anything about the race for mayor of Kearny. And now, thanks to this resident who had actually filmed this video over a year ago, we have it, and we're going to show it to you right now. So without any further ado, here's the video in question. Judge for yourself.
I just broke the tables. I didn't want any recognition. Thank you, Juan. So I'm here tonight to affirm my lifelong support for unions and all employees. I believe all employees have the right to collectively bargain for fair wages, benefits, and working conditions. As leaders, it is our duty to negotiate a fair balance between our employees and the interests of the taxpayers. So a little personal story about me. My parents immigrated from Portugal, everyone knows that. They eventually both became union members here after working several jobs at union. My mom, God rest her soul, was a seamstress, and my dad, who's here with us tonight, works for New Jersey Transit as a bus mechanic and a member of the Allegheny Transit Union, ATU. And I believe because we were a union household, we were afforded opportunities and we provided a stable, comfortable lifestyle. We weren't wealthy by any means, and it was a struggle at times, but my parents were always able to provide for me and my brother, with food and clothing, a roof over our heads, good education, and a loving home. Growing up, I also recall a book that I read, I had to read for school, called The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. The book was about immigrant worker experience in Chicago's Meat Market District. And it went into detail about the terrible working conditions in the days before organized unions. People would simply die from overworking or disease, or they would be aged out at a young age simply because there was a new influx of workers coming in who would take their jobs for a fraction of their wages. This hit home because I thought that this is what my parents went through when they came to this country before they became union members. I always thought about how different my life and my upbringing would be if they hadn't become union members. Unions were formed to provide a voice for workers, protecting worker conditions, fight for wages, and advocate for benefits. I will always sympathize with those efforts. But my commitment that I will be actively involved in contract negotiations, because it is not fair and honestly disrespectful that employees have to wait months, sometimes years, for a contract settlement. I want to make sure that employees are protected and treated fairly while balancing the interests of taxpayers and helping them to provide the best value for their hard-earned tax dollars. That is why I want to be actively involved in these negotiations to balance the interests of both sides. I know that when employees are treated fairly, then they will work harder and will ultimately benefit our town and our taxpayers. Let's work to come up with common sense solutions that will benefit all of us and make Kearny a better place to live and work. Thank you all for your service. Thank you all for being here to support our firefighters and anyone in uniform. God bless you and your families, and may God continue to bless our town and country. Thank you.
So that was the speech that Sydney Ferreira gave. As you could probably tell by watching it, a good number of the people who were there, all due respect to you, Sydney, were not even paying attention. Those who were gave it a nice round of applause, and there was not a single mention of the election of 2023 in that speech. He was giving proper credit as a member of a union family to a gathering of members of a union. And this is what apparently led to this screaming and shouting fest that I'm your effing mayor 1 year ago in October. And so to the person who sent us this video, we say thank you. And I hope this helps to clarify a little bit more about what happened on that day, where so many people said they didn't know that it even happened, et cetera, et cetera. Now we know it happened, and now we know exactly what was said and why there was a complete and utter disgraceful overreaction to that speech that was given and the fact that Juan allowed it to happen. All right, everybody, that's it for now. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.